Very good morning to all. I hope all are fine in this pandemic situation. So let's start further in this chapter, that is human eye and the colorful world. So till now we have discussed the human eye and its parts and functions of parts. Then we have started with the power of accommodation, near point, far point, range of vision, and after that we have started with the topic defects of vision. In defects of vision, we had a discussion on myopia and hypermetropia. So I am assuming that you are now gone through these topics. So let's move further and talk the new topic, that is presbyopia. As the name itself, biopia, bi means two. So a defect in vision which is a problem, or we can say, in which we can not see the things even that are placed very close to us, and even at the same time we are not able to see that is far. It means we have a problem with both the visions, distant vision and the far point, also near point and the far point. Near point is 25 centimeter and far point is infinity. So we can say that in presbyopia we have a problem in both the visions, near vision and the far vision. That is even written, a human eye which cannot see the near objects and distant objects clearly is said to suffer from a defect known as presbyopia. Up, the person who is suffering from this disease, as you can see, this disease arises when in the old age of a person. And if you observe in your homes or in your neighborhood or in your family uh, scenario, then you have been through some people that have this problem. So the person, that old people, your grandmother, grandfather, nana, nani, they, if you see, they have a problem, even they can't even see the things that is very far. And some you can see that, and at the same time if he or she wants to read something, newspaper, notebook, then he or she is not able to read or see the things that is even nearby. So we can say that eye suffering from presbyopia cannot read and write comfortably. ना दूर का नज़र आ रहा है, ना नज़दीक का. सो ना ही वो देख पा रहे हैं दूर का, ना ही नज़दीक का. सो सिंपली वी कैन से दैट ही और शी कैन नॉट read, write comfortably. Why? What is the cause of presbyopia? As there are causes of myopia and hypermetropia: elongation of concave lens, shortening of the eyeball. You can, we have discussed elongation of the eyeball, sorry. So what is the cause of presbyopia? Yes, what is the cause? Yes, क्या cause है presby? It is basically, I want to say, it is a natural part of the aging process. As a person age, so it happens naturally. So we can say it is not a disease and cannot be prevented. This is not a disease. Presbyopia is not a disease and we can't even prevent a person from this disease. So क्या cause क्या है इसका? This defect, as we know that we have discussed the structure of human eye, so there is a convex lens, and convex lens is held by a ciliary muscles. So the work of ciliary muscles का काम है यहाँ पे. So क्या होता है when you are suffering from presbyopia, as due to the aging of a person, ciliary जो muscles है they become weak, वो कमज़ोर हो जाती है, and the flexibility of the lens decreases. So जो flexibility है लेंस की, उसमें क्या आती है, कमी आती है, क्योंकि आपके पास ciliary muscle जो उसको क्या कर रही है, thick और thin कर रही है. As what is the function of ciliary muscles? Ciliary muscles helps the lens to become thick, and ciliary muscles help the lens to become thin when it contracts or when it relax. ऐसा ही होता है ciliary muscles. तो now these ciliary muscles which helps the lens in contracting and relaxing, now these ciliary muscles are weak. Now when these ciliary muscles are weak, so they will not work properly and the flexibility of the lens decreases. It means lens is not going to become thick and thin at the need, when there will be a need. As a result, human eye is unable to focus on close as well as distant objects. A person who is having a healthy eye, तो उसमें जो ciliary muscles instantly it is ciliary muscles are working. At the time when you are looking for a thing that is very far, ciliary muscles do their work. At the time when a healthy person wants to see the things that is very nearby, ciliary muscles do their work. So when you are suffering from presbyopia, then these ciliary muscles will not work properly. As these ciliary muscles will not work properly, so what happens? Then the flexibility of the lens decreases. So as the flexibility of the lens decreases, human eye is not able to focus even on close objects as well as distant objects. So how we can correct them? Now correction, as you can see, now let's go to back on your topics, myopia and hypermetropia. When you are suffering from myopia, you are not able to see yes, distant objects. So which lens you are using there? Concave. So here also you are not able to see distant objects, so we have to use concave lens. And at the same time, when you are suffering from hypermetropia, then you are able to see far objects, but you are not able to see the objects that lie near to you. It means your near point viewpoint is now not 25 centimeter, it is something beyond 25 centimeter. So it means for hypermetropia you use convex lens. So for the correction of this disease I can say, sorry, I am using a wrong words. So the correction for this defect, we have to use a lens that can correct myopia as well as hypermetropia. So we have to use bifocal lens corrected by, so I am writing corrected by bifocal lens, corrected by bifocal lens. Now what is bifocal lens? What is bifocal lens? Now it is a lens consists of concave lens forms the upper surface of the bifocal lens, forms the upper surface of bifocal lens. So let me write first, then I am going to explain. And convex lens forms the lower surface of the bifocal lens. Clear? Now you know that we have discussed earlier, correction we have to use bifocal lens. So bifocal lens mein one is concave lens and the other is your convex lens. Concave lens forms the upper part of a lens and convex lens forms the lower part of the bifocal lens. Now what helps concave lens help in? Yes, myopia. It means concave lens helps a person to see distant objects. It helps to see distant objects. And convex lens, it helps, as you know that convex lens helps in to see, yes, nearby objects. It helps to see nearby objects. So let's talk in a general way. Now suppose your grandmother, I think my grandmother is suffering from this disease. तो अगर मैंने कभी उनका जब चश्मा उठा के देखा, pair of spectacles उठा के देखे, then I observe that कि the lens जो चश्मा पहनते हैं, that is being divided into the two parts. There is a line in between and the upper part is being made up of concave lens, and this lens helps to see distant objects. दूर का देखने में help करता है, and the lower part helps to see the, yes, lower part helps to see the nearby objects. नज़दीक की चीज़ों को देखने में help करता है. So I hope it is clear. Now the next one is your cataract. थोड़ा सा डिस्कस करेंगे, पता होना चाहिए ये होता क्या, और आपके घर में आपने ये प्रॉब्लम, दिस इज़ वेरी कॉमन, सॉरी. नाउ व्हाट इज़ कैटरेक्ट? नाउ फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल अंडरस्टैंड, यहाँ पे इन एज यू कैन सी देयर इज़ अ वेरी, यू आर वेरी much fortunate, we have our Rotary Eye Hospital here in Maranda, Palampur. So आपके घर में अगर कोई आपका योर नेबर्स और योर फैमिली, इफ समवन आई सपोज कम विजिट योर होम from your family friends and they went to Rotary Eye Hospital Miranda. So उन्हें वहाँ पे पता लगता है कि they are suffering from cataract. क्या बोलते हैं? मोतिया, मोतिया बोलते हैं ना हिंदी में. So होता क्या उस cataract में कि जो आपका eye lens है, that is your convex lens, that convex lens will develop an opaque cloudy layer on itself. यानी कि ओपेक है. अब ध्यान से देखेंगे, when we started this chapter and we have started with the topic human eye, and I told you that this is a transparent layer. So when light enters, then what is going to happen? Refraction. Yes or no? Then and then light is going to enter. Light always enter through a transparent medium. Now if suppose there is an opaque layer that develops on the lens in your eye, then what happens on the opaque object? Yes, suppose your room does not have a single window, it is all made up of bricks and cement. Then what is going to happen? No light from outside, that is the sunlight, will enter our room. Yes, same happens with your eyes. When there is a development of an opaque layer or a cloudy layer, so proper amount of light will not enter into your eye. So when there will be no light, a person is not able to make an image on the retina. और अगर आप देखेंगे कि अगर आप किसी को ये प्रॉब्लम है कैटरेक्ट की, तो यू कैन सी अ वाइट क्लाउडी पार्ट ऑन हिज और हर आई. सो आई होप you get an idea of a cataract. Is another problem of an eye. This problem also arises in old age. It is due to the formation of now cataract. We have discussed about it. So cataract is a formation of an opaque membrane over the eye lens. This membrane reduces the intensity of light falling on the eye lens. As the opaque membrane grows, no light falls on the eye lens and eye cannot see anything. That we have discussed. Now as you see your family members or your grandmother, grandfather, then if such problem arises, then what he or she will do? He or she will remove that affected lens and use an artificial lens in place of that lens, and that is done by a surgeon, eye surgeon. So आई होप कैटरेक्ट इज क्लियर. अब एक और चीज़ यहाँ पे बताना चाहती हूँ. कैटरेक्ट इज दो तरह का बोलते हैं, एक ब्लैक और एक वाइट. वाइट वाले को यू कैन रिस्टोर आई विजन, दैट इज बाय रिमूविंग एन अफेक्टेड लेंस. बट ब्लैक जो है, ब्लैक का अभी तक करेक्शन नहीं हो सकती है. ब्लैक की करेक्ट आई थिंक इस ब्लैक जो अगर आपका आई लेंस पे ब्लैक परत जमनी शुरू हो जाती है, ब्लैक ओपेक मेम्ब्रेन, देन that is not being corrected, that I know. I think उसके लिए अभी तक कोई correction नहीं है. So that's all for today. Now tomorrow we will start with the prism and we will going to perform an activity tomorrow. So and homework for tomorrow, you will try to do the question exercise in between text questions, that is these questions, these 4 questions. What is meant by power of accommodation of the eye? A person with a myopic eye cannot see objects beyond this. What should be the type of corrective lens used to restore proper vision? What is the far point and near point of the human eye with normal vision? And a student has difficulty reading in blackboard while sitting in the last bench. So what kind of defect he is suffering from? How it can be corrected? So you will try to do these 4 questions. That's all for today. Thank you and have a great day ahead.